then the Sunday night game is the Green Bay Packers at home, -10 against Chicago. We already know that, or rather -12 against Chicago. We already know that Sean likes Green Bay because it's part of his parlay power plays of the week. Listen, you can't go against Green Bay and take Chicago in this one. So Montgomery did look good for the Bears last Sunday. You can't take, and then I know about Rodgers and coming off a bye, he's not great. The defense is good. I just don't see any scenario where I'm not taking Green Bay, and it could be a closer game than that, Sean. But I can't put my money on the Bears.
Why is this game the Sunday night game? Why didn't they flex? You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
The only reason I could think is because you have Green Bay and you have a gigantic market in Chicago, and that's why they kept it. I mean,
well, I know they wouldn't. You know, CBS's only game, I think, is the big one, the Bills and the
Tampa, yeah.
Bucks. So they weren't going to give that up. So,
right, exactly.
I thought maybe Cincinnati, one of those games they would have flexed in there, but whatever.
Yeah, the Bears are it's still Chicago. It's still a rivalry, so you're gonna have that, and it's Aaron Rodgers, and people now he's become so polarized, such a polarized figure now that people want to see him succeed or fail, but they're rooting for him one way or another in a big way, in a hard way. So there's that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think this game, it's Green Bay has won 5 straight and 10 of 11 dating back to 2015, and they already beat them 24-14 in Chicago on October 17th.
That's when Rodgers got in the end zone and said, "I own you," right? Isn't that the game that he said, I blank and own you? Yeah, and he does blank and own them.
He does.
Yeah. So
it's crazy, the numbers here, and when you start looking at some of these, basically what I said is, you're getting these points and you have to think about it, and you're like, well, why am I, looking to give towards an amount here? The Bears have the leaned out coaching staff. They don't even know what headgear, they can't have, their communications aren't working, all this stuff. I mean, as long as it stays under 2 touchdowns, I mean, I think you got to take the Packers here. And if you, there's a couple other prop bets to look at here, obviously, if you think they're going to win by 13 plus points, and you can just bet them at -115 or whatever, instead of, if the line goes to 15 or 16, whatever, you get them at 13 or more. Obviously Green Bay over 28.5 points. If you think they're going to score some points here, which I think they will, you could probably get that around -115, -118. And, I actually think Green Bay is going to score 30 plus points. I think maybe this has all the markings: 31-10, 31-7,
interesting,
30-14, something like that. So you can take Green Bay, over.
Take them to the bank. So you're saying take them to the bank? Yeah.
Yeah, I just think sometimes you get these games where you can jump on a team and maybe win money in multiple ways with them, and this could be the game. Obviously if the Bears show up, you're dumb. But,
yeah.
Sometimes you just overthink stuff. You're going to say, the Packers are going to win here.
Yeah, I say don't overthink it. You're right.